in Dress to Impress, but she seems a bit different. Welcome back to another Dress to Impress video. I'm Sice, make sure to like the video if you like Dress to Impress lore. So, Lana's back in Dress to Impress, but is this actually Lana? Lana disappeared during the April Fool's update and was replaced with Lena. I thought this was really interesting because in the previous update, we saved Nurse Julie while also saving Lena. Also, Lena replacing Lana happened during the April Fool's update. Because this update came out on April Fool's Day, everyone thought this was just a joke and Lana would have returned the next day. But let's not forget that the Lana lore originally started on April Fool's Day as a joke. And yeah, it seemed like a joke, but here we are a whole year later with all this insane lore that's happened. While Lena's now gone, I think it gave us some hints as to what's to come in the future for the Lana lore. When Lena was running the salon, the pictures on the wall were different. They were replaced with pictures of Lena, but if you looked closely, you could see she looked a bit off. She now has a nose, but the Lena in the salon chair didn't have one. I think that this is hinting that Lena has doppelgangers, and way more than the ones posted in the pictures. Lena isn't the only one who's different again. Now that Lena's gone, Lana's back, but this time she doesn't have a nose. Before she left, she was sporting this nose that just looked uncanny to me. Lana has actually had quite a few changes if we look back. We have the original Lana who was wearing a skirt. Then she was replaced with this Lana wearing pants. Her face looked the same until we got the next Lana Evolution. We got this Lana that looks like she's finally learned how to do her makeup, because looking at her compared to the OG Lana, it makes her look heartless and like she really did want to get revenge on the Dress to Impress players. This new Lana actually looks happy. I noticed something was up, but a lot of you were saying that I was overthinking it and that it was just a glow up. I also started to think that that was the case until we got another update where Lana now has a nose. It looks so uncanny, like a mask that's slipping. Again, a lot of you were gaslighting me saying that it was just another update, and I started to think it was because Dress to Impress was also kind of making noses a thing, so maybe they just wanted to update the model one more time. Then we got this update. The nose is now gone again. This is really creepy because it reminds me of the movie Scary Movie where Michael Jackson's nose falls off. It's like these doppelgangers are aliens trying to morph into something we would find pleasing to make us comfortable so that we would trust them. But I think this is a Lana doppelganger with an evil plan. You may be wondering, how did this happen? We freed Lana. Well, yeah, we did free Lana, but we never stopped Agamimnom. At the end of the Halloween quest, he was still lurking. Also, the original Lana doppelganger was never destroyed. She slipped away back into the shadows when Lena was allegedly destroyed. The Lana doppelganger was still watching. During the Christmas quest, the Lana doppelgangers reappeared watching from the edges of Dress to Impress. And then they mysteriously disappeared. When they did, Lana changed. Her face was glowing, but it had a dark secret. This was the moment Lana was replaced with the doppelgangers. It's almost like the Lana doppelgangers are playing on her face, slightly switching Lana's looks. I can't help but wonder, where is the real Lana? Last time, she was locked in a cage. Maybe now she's back in the fortress locked up. Or maybe she's been manipulated again into hating the Dress to Impress players. This part of the lore was never fully explained. When the lore first started, Lana wanted revenge on the Dress to Impress players for ignoring her and calling her the Nail Lady. Players were just trying so hard to get 5 stars for their outfits, no one noticed Lana. She had already been through a lot with her past. Next thing you knew, people started going missing, and she wanted revenge at any means necessary. Now, it's possible Lana was corrupted by Agamimnom's powers, kinda similar to how he manipulated Lana's loved ones, making them aggressive and turning them into these creatures. Maybe now that he has Lana again, he's going to manipulate her again. Maybe Agamimnom freed Nelly and is using her to manipulate Lana into thinking Dress to Impress needs to be burned down. Now, who is Agamimnom? We know he's from Greek mythology and he's somehow tangled into this Lana lore. He appears as this shadowy character lurking. intriguing, but in some of the Lana lore games, we can see what he looks like through his Roblox character. He's pale and has these horns. The creator of the Lana lore said they do plan to reveal what Agamimnom looks like. Most likely in the next quest, we'll get an official design revealing what Agamimnom looks like. There won't be a spring quest, but this is so they can build up more momentum and keep people wondering as to what will happen next. So while there won't be an update, there will probably be smaller stuff like how we had Lena replace Lana. So we might get something like a hidden area like how we got the meat room or the creepy basement below Dress to Impress. However, the creator of the Lana lore, Umoye, said the next quest is going to be really big, cinematic, and it's going to go back to the roots of being completely lore based and not tied to any holiday. She said it will likely be a big finale in a sense. Hopefully we get a lot of answers because there's so much has happened with no answers. Like this creature, Lena and Lana looking similar, Nelly being freed from the cage, Agamimnom, and Greek mythology. Like, is Lana a Greek goddess? Hopefully we get answers to these, but hopefully it's not the end of the Lana lore. I kind of hope it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, where the lore just stays kind of open-ended for your own interpretation. What do you all think? Would you rather the lore answer everything and be over, or would you rather some stuff be open-ended to interpretation and the lore continue? Because I know some of you all are tired of saving Lana like she's Princess Peach, but I think it could continue without having to save Lana. What's even scarier than having to save Lana is your phone about to die. With the Anchor MagSafe charger, you can play Dress to Impress in any other Roblox game on your phone without worrying about running out of battery. It easily connects to the back of your phone for hours of charge. This is honestly one of the best things I've ever bought. It's kind of replaced my regular charger so that I don't have to sit in one spot while my phone charges. Check the link in the description to see the variety of Anchor chargers. I would also like to know more about Lena and Lana's relationship. Lana's been running the show Dress to Impress for a while until she wasn't. She mysteriously disappeared with boxes everywhere. It looks like she was moving, but taking a closer look at this update, we saw that it unleashed something sinister. Lana was kidnapped, placed in the creepy basement of Dress to Impress. Now running the show was Lena, the new nail tech. Something I noticed while creating Lena was she used the same face as Lana. All you're really doing is adding glasses and letting Lana's hair down and you have Lena. I think what can further prove this is Quest 2 from the Halloween quest. If you find Lana's room, there's a camera with pictures. We can see Lena and Lana at the hospital together and they look eerily similar. In this other picture, we can see her creeping up to Lana while she's sleeping. They look so similar, I couldn't tell who was who. And what if that's just it? No one else could tell who was who. What if Lena switched places with Lana? It wouldn't be too hard. Lana's parents avoided her, scared of what Lana turned them into. And then she gets a fresh start at Dress to Impress, where no one knows who she is. That would mean the Lena we knew initially wasn't the bad guy. She just wanted her old life back. However, this is just a theory. If Lena isn't a Lana doppelganger, I think they're sisters. In my next video, I'm gonna go into way more detail about this, so be on the lookout for that video. That's it for today's video, but make sure to follow because the lore is not over yet. And there will be plenty of updates. When I get to 50k on Snapchat, I'll be giving away over 50 Dress to Impress game passes. Make sure to follow my Snapchat. Snapchat will have an advantage because I'll post on there first that I'm going live for the giveaway. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I wouldn't be here without all of your support, which is why I'm doing this game pass giveaway. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.